Hello everyone, welcome to your engineering mathematics class. Today in this session we are going to learn unit 3, that is trigonometry. Now in this session we are going to have a look at the following concepts, that is concept of angles and their measurement, then different units which are used to express angles, like we express lengths in meter, centimeter, etc., and weight in kilogram, gram, etc. We have different units to express angles also. And then we are going to learn the conversion into different units. Then lastly, we are going to learn the measure of some standard angles in radians. Now, first of all, what is an angle? Say you have an ray along the horizontal, and if you rotate this ray along about this point, holding it here, it will rotate somewhat like this, isn't it? Okay. So initially the ray was here and I have rotated till here. So what is the amount of rotation I have given to this ray? That is this one. You call it as an angle. So angle is nothing but the amount of rotation given to the ray from the horizontal. Now usually we denote, like we denote matrices using capital English letters like A, B and C. Usually we denote angles with notation theta, Greek letter theta. Next, units of angles. Now, as I've told you earlier, lengths can be expressed in units like meter, centimeter, kilometer, etc. And weight is expressed in kgs, grams, tons, etc. Angles also are expressed in different units. The units which are used to express angles are degrees, radians and gradients. Now out of these three, radians and degrees are the most commonly used units of angles. Now when we know more than one unit of a quantity, we need to know how we can convert one unit into another unit. For that, we need to know the relation between the two units, isn't it? And this point gives you the relation between degree and radians. This we should remember. 1 degree is always equal to pi by 180 radians. This symbol stands for, this C what I have written stands for radians. ಇದು ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಇದು ರೇಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಂಗಲ್. Similarly, we should know 1 radian is equal to how many units. As you can see, if you cross multiply this, if you shift 180 by pi, which you can see here, to this side, you will get 1 radian is equal to 180 divided by pi degrees. These are the two important points you must remember in this. Okay, next, now I told you that degrees and radians are the most commonly used units of angles. And we know the relation also. We have already seen that 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radians and 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi degree. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, we need these relations when we have to convert degree into radians and radians into degrees. Now let me go to the simple example. Now say you are asked to convert 2 meter into centimeter. How will you convert? How much it will be? It will be 200 centimeter, isn't it? How did you convert this? To convert 2 meter into centimeter, you should know this relation. 1 meter is equal to how many centimeter? You should know, isn't it? 1 meter is 100 centimeter. So to convert 2 meter into centimeter, what you do? You just multiply 2 with 100 and you get as 200 centimeter. Similarly, to convert degree into radians, what we'll have to do is, we know that 1 degree is equal to this many radians. So we just have to multiply. Previously also in the example I told you, you knew 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So you multiplied the length given in meter with 100 to convert it into centimeter. Same way we know that 1 degree is equal to this many radians. So to convert degree into radians, we'll have to multiply by this angle. For example, say you're asked to convert 30 degree into radians. So what I'll have to do is, I'll have to multiply this 30 with pi by 180, because I know that 1 degree is pi by 180 radians, and I should simplify this. So when I simplify, 3 goes once, 3 goes 6 times, it is pi by 6. What I have got. This is the measure of this angle in radian. So you should write it as C. So 30 degree is pi by 6 radians. So this is how we convert degree into radians. Okay. Similarly, to convert radian into degrees, we know that 1 radian is this many degrees. So to convert radian into degrees, you just have to multiply the given angle with this factor. Okay. So say you are asked to convert pi by 2 radian into degrees. ಇದು radian measure ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವ angle. ಇದು ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ರೇಡಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಮೆಜರಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ I get, this goes 90 times, I get 90. So the answer what I have got is in degrees. Pi by 2 radians andre 90 degrees. So this is how I convert radian into degrees. So you just have to remember 2 things here. One, to convert from degree into radians, multiply by pi by 180, and to convert from radian to degrees, multiply by 180 by pi. Okay. So let us work out more problems on this to understand this better. Conversion of angles in degrees into radians. So let us recall what we have to do to convert angles into degrees, angles from degrees into radians. Multiply it by pi by 180. Okay, now let us work out some problems. Say we are asked to convert say 20 degree into radians. Convert it into radians. We are given the angle in degrees, we should convert it into radians. So what we have to do? Angle should be multiplied by pi by 180, and I should simplify this in order to get the answer. 2 goes once, 2 goes 9 times. So what remains? Pi here and 9 in the denominator. So this answer what I have got is in radian measure. That means 20 degrees equal to pi by 9 radians. Same way, let me consider one more angle, say 45 degree. I should convert this into radian. So what I should do? 45 has to be multiplied by 1 pi by 180. So how many times it goes? 45 ಒಂದು ಸಲ 45 4 ಸಲ. So that will be pi by 4. This measure is in radians. So 45 degree is pi by 4 radians. Now the third one. One more angle if I consider, say 120 degree. To convert this into radians, I should multiply by this. Simplify. 3 goes 4 times, 3 goes 6 times. 2 goes 2 times, 2 goes 3 times. So it will be 2 pi by 3. This is in radians. So 120 degrees equal to 2 pi by 3 radians. Now one more, the last one. 180 degree, let us convert. 180 degree ಅನ್ನು convert ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು 180 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗೆ 5 by 180 ಇಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So when I simplify, it is just this. So 180 degree andre pi radian. So I have converted all these angles into radian measure in this way. So what we should do, let me repeat it again. To convert degree into radian, degree into radian, multiply by pi by 180. And radian symbol is this. C you should write at the top, right top. Okay. Same way, let us move on to converting the angles in radian measure into degrees. So as we have seen earlier, what we should do to convert angle from radian into degrees? Multiply it by 180 by pi. Remember this, we'll have to multiply the given angle in radians by 180 by pi in order to convert it into degrees. Now let us see how we can do it. Now say you're asked to convert say pi by 9 radians into degrees. How to do? Pi by 9 to be converted into degrees. So I'll have to multiply pi by 9 with 180 by pi. Radian in the degree convert ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು multiplication factor. So you don't have to don't get confused. Degree in the radian ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ pi by 180. Radian in the degree ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 180 by pi ಇಂದ multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Now when I simplify this, it will be 20. So this is in degrees. Same way, let me consider one more angle in radian measure. I'll consider 7 pi by 6 radian. So to convert this, I'll have to multiply by this, simplify. So it is 7 into, here it is 7, it is 30 here. So it will be 210 degree. So 7 pi by 6 radians andre 210 degree. Okay. Third one, let me consider one more angle. Say pi by 15 radian. Idನ್ನು convert ಮಾಡಬೇಕೀಗ. Pi by 15 has to be multiplied by this. So when you simplify, it will be 12. So it's 12 degree. Last one. Now let me convert 2 radian into degrees. 2 has to be multiplied by this. So it will be 360 by pi. If you want, you can substitute the value of pi. You can substitute the value of pi. Otherwise, you can keep this as the answer. Now, when you substitute, this is in degrees. Now, if you want to substitute the value of pi, I can substitute 3.142 and calculate. So 360 divided by 3.142 will be, it's around 114.576 degrees. So this is the measure of 2 radians, 114.576 degrees. So this is how you convert. So what I have done to convert from radians to degrees, from radians to degrees, what is the multiplication factor? I should multiply by 180 by 5. Okay, so this is how we convert from radians into degrees. Now, to work out the problems in trigonometry easily, we need to remember some standard angles in their radian measure also. So you'll have to remember the, I'll be showing you the measure of some standard angles in radians. The first one is this 30 degree. You'll have to remember this. There is no excuse. 30 degree andre pi by 6 radians. Idu ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ನೀವು. Then 45 degree andre pi by 4 radians. Now instead of calculating, converting these standard angles every time into radians, it's better you remember the measure of these angles in radians. So similarly, 60 degree do radian measure ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ pi by 3 radians. 90 degree will be pi by 2 radians. Then 180 degrees 5 radians. 270 degrees 3 pi by 2 radians. Then 360 degree is 2 pi radians. So ishtu neevu idu kelavu angles. This is a minimum list. You must know these angles in radian measure so that it will be easier for you to work out the problems of trigonometry later. So now let us quickly recall what we have learned in this session. First, we learned what is an angle. Angle is the amount of rotation given to a ray from the horizontal. Horizontal ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ray ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು rotate ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಆ measure ಗೆ ನಾವು angle ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು. Then ನಾವು angle ಅನ್ನು express ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಎರಡು units ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Most common units which are used to express angles are degrees and radians, and we have learned the conversion from degrees into radians and radians into degrees also. To convert degrees into radians, we'll have to multiply by pi by 180 radians. Then to convert radians into degrees, we'll have to multiply the given angle by 180 by pi degrees. So these are the main things what we have learned in this session. Hope you have understood the concepts. Keep learning. Have a nice day.